Welcome everyone. It is time. I will explain my version of Fnaf lore. And before this video starts, I just wanted to say, please do not hate in the comments. This is what I think about Fnaf lore. And I also just wanted to make this video to let you know for only beginners only. So if you're not a beginner, then watch the video still. I think it'll be interesting, but bye. Yes, you saw that correct. Late 1970s is when it all started with the Fall Fest. A big event where animatronics and suits and other different types of stuff like puppets came to life. But there was a fire there, and you can check out most of it's secret of the mimic. I'm not going to go too into that, but I'm just going to say a fire started there. But there was just one thing there, Fredbear and Spring Bonnie. They were not animatronics yet, they were suits. But they were so successful that they got their own restaurant, Fredbear's Family Diner. Now, the two people that were behind Fredbear's Family Diner was none other than William Afton and Henry Emily. William Afton was the businessman, keeping sure that they have enough money to do any other things that they wanted to do. The other person, Henry Emily, he was in charge of building robots. But remember, like I said, they were suits, not robots yet. That was a big challenge because they needed to hire people if they wanted to keep on working on different parts of Fredbear's and also have the suits walk around the pizzeria. And that would be hard. So instead, William Afton and Henry Emily put their knowledge together and they ended up making animatronics. That was a spring lock mechanism. The spring locks allowed it to have William Afton's personal favorite suit part of the animatronic, while also having Henry Emily's animatronic part. But you would think that this is just the perfect way to have a suit mechanism and an animatronic mode mechanism, but it wasn't. Because if you know that a single amount of water or slight pressure or anything will make these spring locks lock up and turn it back into an animatronic mode, causing something called a spring lock failure. And keep in mind for these past few episodes, because spring lock failures are a big role in the Five Nights at Freddy's lore. They would crush whoever was inside of it. Luckily, people have gone into spring locks, had a spring lock failure, but survived. So it wouldn't really be that big of a deal, right? Well, they wanted to expand the pizzeria to have more characters, because in the new show, Fredbear and Friends, they introduced 4 new characters: Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy. They were just characters. One was a bunny, one was a bear, one was a fox pirate, and the other one was a chicken. Although that the animatronics were pretty good looking, they didn't always have that FNAF 1 look. They originally looked like this. Yeah, like that. But anyways, they needed to put these in Fredbear's and rename it from Fredbear's Family Diner to Fredbear's and Friends Family Diner. Instead, William Afton and Henry, they want to bring the already complex layout of Fredbear's Family Diner with a new room. So instead, they open up a new restaurant called Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, starring the animatronics. Main one Freddy, then Bonnie, then Chica, then Foxy in its own cove. By this time, it was 1983, and business was booming for both Fredbear's and Freddy's, so it looked like a promising start for the year. It looked like 1983 would be the best year for Fazbear Entertainment.